Alright everybody, and we're back with lunch. I kind of try and set these meals up the best I can, but I don't know, lunch turned out to be a little bit bigger than what I thought it would be, so anyway, we're going to go ahead and get our soup, we're going to get into our biscuits, and we have our jam here as well, the tuna, which I also figured we might eat with some of the biscuits, this rice, milky rice thing. We'll see what that is. The peach apricot energy bar and the isotonic drink powder. So that'll be lunch. So let's go ahead and I think first things first, what I'm going to do is I want to make up my soup. And I just went ahead and got some water boiling, got some nice hot water, so. And I'll make just make a little bit of a mess, trying to put that in the bowl, but, this soup powder calls for, I want to say it was something really low, like, no, it's 250 mils, and this is, like, supposed to be, like an oriental soup, so we'll see how that goes. I don't know how oriental it smells, but whatever. It's got some little, maybe pasta rings? Okay, well, let's see how it goes. And I'm not being really super crazy about my measurements here. I just kind of threw water in a bowl, so if we need to water it down a little bit. The thing is, you can always add water. Putting water back in, that becomes or taking water out, excuse me, that takes some doing. So, I'm going to go ahead and just let this sort of soak a little bit. We'll try it, and we'll see if we need anything more. Move that off here, and I'm gonna grab the old faithful tray, and we're gonna start piling some stuff on it. We'll get our tin of tuna here. By the package it said it was like a pickled tuna, so oh, look at that. Oh, shoot. That smells delicious. That smells really good. It's more of like a tuna salad than... Because I just wonder if it's just going to be straight up tuna. Very cool. Let's open this rice thing. I've been interested to see what this is. Okay. Interesting smell. We'll put it over here. Kind of looks like cottage cheese, although I know it's rice. Interesting. Okay. We'll open our bar. And if this is anything like... okay. So it's looks like exactly like the coffee bar. It's oily. Very strange how oily that is, but yeah, basically the exact same as the coffee bar, or at least the way it looks. I get out some of these biscuits now. I did a little quick Google Translate. I knew that the first one was salted. I thought this was maybe like a cereal, it translated directly to cereal, so we'll see what that means, if it's maybe like a savory. And then this one, obviously, chocolat. So some sort of like a chocolate nut, biscuit or something. Okay. So there's the salted sucre. Okay. Because doesn't sucre mean sugar? Interesting. Anyway. And then, so there's our 3 biscuits. I'm not going to try and speak French to you today. It's not a language which I really know. Here's our salted biscuits. Ah, they snapped in the center. Oop! Dang thing near got away. Okay. Yeah. Smell like a normal biscuit. A normal cracker. Don't really call them biscuits in the States. We just call them crackers. Okay, and then here's the one that was supposed to have the chocolate in it. I don't know, I guess I can smell a little chocolate in that. And then finally, whatever this one is. Okay. I don't really smell too much off of it, but from my understanding on the the biscuits that come with the French meals, it's like a sweet, salty, and savory. At least that was my understanding. So we'll kind of see. We'll play around with it a little bit. And then finally, let's go ahead and make our drink. Got my cup. And by the package it called for 500 mils. Go ahead and see what this does. Okay. Package wanted to cooperate about halfway there. There we go. Ooh, orangey. Very, very orangey smell there. Okay. I'm going to grab another spoon. Little tidbit regarding the channel. Now, most of y'all know I've went through my fair share of rations, which means I have a couple of boxes of components. Mainly your salt, sugars, things of that nature, things that you would accumulate that you may not eat during the video. One of them that I have plenty of are spoons. American spoon, Canadian spoon. I've got spoons, folks. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I got spoons. Okay. And then we have our jam here. So I want to try the biscuits to see where I want that. But first, I'm really interested in this tuna. I'm going to break off a little bit of this and try that real quick. That's interesting. It's got kind of a sweet taste to it, maybe. I'm going to try one of these little pieces of biscuits on its own first. Okay. Yeah, it just tastes like a normal cracker. Try a little bit of the tuna on it. Yeah, very interesting. It's actually a really nice nice taste. Definitely tuna, but it's got a little sweet to it. Interesting. Very interesting. I like that. Try a little bit of our cereal biscuit or whatever we're gonna say here. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of what it tastes like. Sort of like a. It's a little sweeter, just a hint, but it does kind of put me in the mind of like a. I don't know. I guess like Frosted Flakes, but not as sweet as Frosted Flakes, like Wheaties or something with a little sugar in it. It's a good biscuit. I actually think I prefer that over the regular biscuit, to be honest with you. Let's try this one. Which I think I remember when I put the translated directly. Of course, Google Translate isn't perfect. Obviously, it'd be nice if I spoke the language or had somebody who spoke the language, but it was like nuggets of chocolate. Yeah, I mean, I think the sweetness Those two are about the same. But yeah, you get a little hint of chocolate in there. Pretty darn good. Yeah, I like those two biscuits a little bit better than the plain one. I'm going to try this rice thing because I've been interested in it. It had a sort of an interesting smell when I opened the package, so I'm not quite sure what to think of it. Let's try it out. That is fascinating. So, obviously milky. Definitely like a dessert. Try a little bit more. It's pretty good. I don't know what it reminds me of really, but yeah, it's just like a sweet milk, like a dulce de leche or something of that nature. Pretty good. Pretty good, actually. Why there's rice in it? Maybe I'll look that up someday. See why there's rice in it. I want to try the soup. The oriental, seemingly oriental soup. So there's a few rings and like a little couple bits here, like you'd see in like maybe some oriental soups, like the little bits of pork or something, maybe. Ooh. I could probably water that down a little bit more and be pretty happy. I think it's mainly like a beef stock. That's kind of what it reminds me of, but if I had to put it like in the category of like an oriental soup, if I watered this down more and put some wonton stuffed with delicious pork, it'd make a real nice base for like a wonton soup, which is one of my favorites. So yeah, I mean it's a good soup base. Probably water it down a little bit more, but it is a good soup base. Oriental, I don't know. I don't know about that. I'm going to go ahead and try a little bit of our drink here, our isotonic powder, orangey isotonic powder. Pass. I haven't had real good luck with isotonic powders, like really hitting my palate right. So, I mean, an isotonic, I mean, I've had, for those of you who've had like Airborne, the little Airborne tablets, that's kind of what it reminds you of. And I've had those before, and it kind of, it changes the viscosity of your drink a little bit, and you expect it maybe to be fizzy, but it's not. I mean, I understand the usage of those. It gives you a nice shot of like vitamin C, but I always thought they were gross. I don't know. Maybe you have a different opinion, but yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the isotonic powders. And that one just sort of confirms my distrust of them. Try a little bit of our jam on one of our, I don't know, whatever, cereal biscuits. I'll call them cereal biscuits from now on. Yeah, that's nice. Nice, not overly sweetened jam. I like that a lot. Now, actually, I don't know, but hopefully, with this video, I get a couple of people from France who might watch the videos. Help me out a little bit with some of these translations if I'm translating stuff wrong. Because for the life of me, I could do it and I wouldn't know. I'm one of those ignorant Americans. No, but I mean, in all seriousness, I took Spanish, which I don't speak a lot. Foreign languages aren't really pushed very heavily in America. Anyway, I'm going to eat this bar. Shut up. Eat. Ooh. That's quite nice, actually. Kind of disintegrates in your mouth like the other one, but leaves behind a really nice aftertaste of peach. Actually, a pretty good blend between peach and apricot, so yeah. It's actually a winner. Winner chicken dinner. Well, anyway, I've been going a little long here, and still have dinner to do a little later. Tuna, very good. Soup, probably should have had more water, but good. Biscuits were good. The regular salted ones are just eh. The other two are winners. This, jury's still out. I actually kind of like it, but I'm not 100% sure if I'd like it every single day. So, and that, powder, pass. Hard pass. No isotonics. I'll keep trying them, though. It's just what I do. It's kind of like with cranberries. So anyway, guys, appreciate you, and we will be back for dinner. All right, I'm back for dinner. So obviously we're gonna have our two canned, our 10 mains here. We have our beef salad, and then the pork cheeks with ravioli. So we're obviously gonna have those. We'll have our little chocolate bar, nougat bar. Because there's a lack of powdered drinks, we'll have our tea, our second tea, because I believe it was 2 teas, 2 coffees, and then that isotonic, which was bleh. So anyway, I'm just gonna get our tea steeping real quick, because I tend to like strong tea, and I think that the mint tea that I had, I just think I didn't steep it long enough, so I'm going to get this tea going because I like a strong cup of tea. And then let's go ahead and go over to our heater. Okay, so here we have our heater. I just went ahead and set it up real quick. Put our tab down, and then we're going to heat our pork cheeks with ravioli. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of crack this open so it has a bit of a vent hole to it. And I gotta say, those fuel tabs smell, and they aren't even burning. Holy crap, they smell like rotten fish. So, I don't know. If you don't hear from me, you know what happened. Alright, so we're going to take our little matches here, we're going to light this up, and get it going. Maybe. Okay. Alright, so I sort of got tired of my failures on camera, so I did finally take a step back and get this stupid fuel tab heated. It did take a couple of matches. I probably should have just had a lighter, but regardless, you can see it's kicking pretty good now, so I'm going to go ahead and put our meal down, and we will go ahead and give that a chance to start heating up. Alright folks, so our main is heating. It's boiling pretty good. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to open up the rest of my stuff here real quick. Start with this chocolate bar, and then once that gets good and hot, we'll take it out and start eating. Do have a little bit of discoloration on the chocolate, but again, that's kind of to be expected. I don't think I've ever pulled chocolate that's been perfect. It's always had a little bit of discoloration, but it looks fine. And then here we go with our fruit and nougat bar. That looks good, pretty sticky. Like a giant marshmallow. So that should be pretty good. Now our beef salad. Now this it says eat cold. Okay. I think what I might do is take a piece of it, eat it cold, and maybe heat the rest of it. No insulting our French friends, and I greatly appreciate you guys. But I kind of want to try this both hot and cold. So we'll get that heating up after our other entree is finished. But yeah, that's about it. So let's go ahead and I'll wait for the rest of the reheating, and we'll come back and eat some goodies. Alright everybody, so I went ahead and took my pork cheeks off of the fire. Yeah, it's boiling pretty darn good. Well, I was going to show you this little grabber thing, of course, now that it's level. They give you this little grabber thing here. Not too bad of a little tool, I guess. Of course, you know, getting this can all the way open, see if the grabber tool doesn't really help you. It doesn't really help with leverage, so... Ouch. Well, anyway, trying to take the rest of the way off is still a bit of an ordeal. Whew, it's hot. So there we go. Pretty nice here. Pretty nice looking stuff. Go ahead and try and get this all out on my tab. One of the things you kind of have to make some peace with the stove configuration the way it is, I'm making a giant mess, is that it's going to burn the bottom of your can. So you're going to have a little bit of burnt remains. But, you know, I mean, it is what it is. Okay. Jeez. Poor raviolis, I'm just butchering them. Okay. Anyway, there we go. Toss my can real quick. So I have my beef salad on the stove right now. So what we'll do is we'll eat this basically the way it was intended. We have our pork chicken raviolis, cold beef salad, chocolate nougat, tea. Let's try some of this pork ravioli because I'm really interested in that. I'm going to get a ravioli first. Yeah, it's nice. Good light little raviolis. Get a little bit of that cheek. Very tender. Very tender stuff there. Yeah, this is quite good. This is very good stuff here, folks. And out of a 10, man. Very good. Love it. Love it. Let's try some of the cold beef salad. This has some beans, little carrot, maybe potato in there too. A little bit of that, mostly beef. That's good. Kind of just reminds you of like a little, just a little beef stew. Good old beef stew. Quite good as well. I like it. Try a little bite of our nougat. Fruit nougat. Yeah, that's okay. Kind of just puts me in the mind of a giant raisin. It's alright. I wouldn't necessarily, you know, be in a rush to have it again, I guess, if truth be told. Try a little bit of our tea. Hopefully I got this nicely strong. Yeah. That's just kind of a standard black tea. It's not bad though, don't get me wrong. It's pretty good. It's just I don't know that it stands out as like a real great tea. Try a little nip of our chocolate. That's good chocolate. That's very good chocolate. I like that a lot. Okay. I'm going to grab my other little tin of beef salad and bring it. Oh, I lost it. A little grabber isn't the greatest thing in the world. Ouch. Ah, it was hot on the hands. Hot on the hands. I want to try this head up. I know it says cold. It's never one to follow instructions anyway. I want to try it warm. See the steam? I don't know if you can. It's steamy. It's very nice warm. Yeah, it just puts you in a mind of a nice hearty beef stew. You know, you kind of get some of that fat on that beef kind of mixing in with everything. Well, folks, I don't know about you, but I've enjoyed this French ration quite a bit. You know, there have been a few duds, mainly in the drink category. But the muesli was good. You know, that tuna was really nice. These entrees were the bomb. I mean, these are great. You know, when people think about, like, oh, it's a French ration, these will make you kind of understand. They are quite nice. Simple taste, but just executed pretty darn well for a ration, you know? So yeah, just a really nice finish to the day. I appreciate all of you guys sticking around and watching these videos. Thank you to all the subscribers. Thank you very much to foreignmre.com. They're the ones that, you know, made this ration possible. Great friends and sponsor the show. I definitely appreciate you guys over there, Art and Nina. Make sure you check them out. And, yeah, from me to you, hope you all have a great rest of your day. See you later.